right, we're gonna play with the new Lunar Beauty Siren Sunset palette today. Very excited. Hello and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I bought the new Lunar Beauty palette. I also bought one of the liquid lipsticks. I am gonna create 2 looks with the palette. I always put timestamps down below in the description box. If you want to skip around, I always start with close-ups and swatches, giving you a little info about the palette. Then I get to the 2 looks, and then at the end, I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. This is not a review. I have to continue using these products many times over, and I have a palette ranking video that I do every 6 to 8 weeks. This will show up in that at some point, but I will link this collection down below as well as everything that is on my face in both looks. And let's do it. So the Siren Sunset palette, or I should say the Siren Sunset collection, is their winter collection, fall winter collection. Manny MUA is the owner of this brand, and he did say this is the last collection that they will be releasing this year. So it's kind of like, let's just call it a holiday collection in general. So this is what the palette looks like. It looks absolutely beautiful. As usual with Lunar Beauty, their packaging is like top notch, absolutely beautiful siren here sitting on a rock. This reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to pretend I was Ariel sitting on a rock in the lake at the lake house we had. Literally me, but a child. And then on the inside, you have this beautiful cool toned color story, definitely more cool tone leaning, which something that he said in his reveal video, which I will also link down below if you want to get more info. He was wanting to do something cool toned because he really doesn't have that in his lineup. So this is definitely going to fit into his brand very well. So the Siren Sunset palette does retail for $55. He did say that the price is a little higher because there are multi-chromes, and we'll get to that in a second. So it says, get lost at sea with Siren Sunset. This 18 color palette is filled with cool tones and jewel tones with different finishes, from mattes to shimmers to multi-chromes. The alluring color story will have men crashing ships for you. Love that. And then I also picked up just one of the lip products. There are 3 liquid lipsticks that came in this collection, but I only picked up one just because only one of them appealed to me. I picked up the shade Sailor, which is the lightest shade, and it is like a cool toned brown. Let's swatch it out. That is extremely beautiful. I love that. It has been a minute since I've owned a liquid lipstick from Lunar Beauty, but I do remember the liquid lipstick formula being very nice. It doesn't dry down all the way, but it is very opaque and it's very liquidy. So you get like one swipe and you're good. But like I said, it doesn't dry down completely. It is not transfer proof, but on the same token, it's not like super drying or anything like that. I also did order with my order one of his lip glosses. This is the shade Dreamy, and I actually had this lip gloss right when he first released it, whenever that was, a long time ago. So I did repurchase it. Oh my God, and the smell is so good. Just as I remember. I did already swatch this palette, and I will tell you, the multi-chromes are not the most shifty multi-chromes. Like if you are used to indie multi-chromes, like the ones that I have are like Bella Beauté Bar or Glaminatrix or even Unearthly. Like those multi-chromes are very shifty. Like you can clearly see 3+ colors per shadow. And just by swatching this, of course I haven't put them on my eyes yet, so I'll get there. But just by swatching this, they're not the most shifting multi-chromes that I've ever seen. So just set your expectation up if you're thinking about this palette and that matters to you. All right, I think that's all I have to say. Let's get to the first look. The day that I'm filming this, it is Halloween. So I'm feeling spooky, ooky, kooky.
Spooky, ooky, kooky.
So I want to do something more with these like darker tones today. And then tomorrow I want to create something neutral, because if you know me, if you've been here before, if I can create a neutral look, I will. So that is what we're going to do tomorrow. But I'm not a blue girl, but I might play with these blues. You will have to let me know as you're watching this video, did you pick this up? Did you pick up the liquid lipsticks? Did you pick up everything? Let me know down in the comments, or if you're skipping, let me know. I would love to know. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Mystery down here, this very cool toned, like taupey brown with a Singe E03 brush, and I'm just gonna place this through my crease. All right, so that was a good, just pretty light, cool tone neutral shade for my crease for a transition shade. Love that. Next, I'm gonna go into the shade Seductress, this really pretty purple. And I'm gonna place this a little bit lower in the crease. All right, that purple looks nice. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Deep Sea, which looks like an absolutely like true blue, almost like sapphire. Is sapphire blue? Yes. And I'm just gonna put this in my outer corner. Okay. I'm gonna go in with the NYX glitter primer, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Siren right here, which in the pan is a blue to purple shift. Let's see how it looks on the eyes. So that is really pretty. Like, it actually does have a pretty strong shift. Let's see. I'm not sure if you can see anything, but I do see like blue to purple. And then when I turn my head, the base looks almost brown, maybe? Very pretty. And it's not like sparkly or anything. It is more smooth, but you can see the shift in person for sure. All right, we're back. So we're gonna go and do the lower lash line together. I wanna take the shade Alluring and put that on a flat definer brush and push it up against my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Seductress and blend that out. Then I'm gonna go into that original shade Mystery and just blend that out. For my inner corner, I am gonna take this like iridescent multi-chrome called Water Nymph. Looks like it has like a green reflect. And I'm gonna spray it. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's so pretty. Kind of on the chunky side. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I'm feeling very festive. I ended up wearing a black liquid lipstick from Unearthly. I will wear this tomorrow, but I just thought black lipstick went with the vibe for Halloween, so I was feeling it. So all of the mattes that I used were pretty good. I will say on this eye, it could be my eye because sometimes my left eye is weird. There is a little bit of patchiness and almost like the shadow wouldn't stick to a part of my outer corner, but I have to keep using this. I don't know if it's my eye or if it's the shadow, but the shadows were good. They feel very, very silky in the pan, like when you touch them, but they are quite pigmented on the eyes. And the shimmers are really pretty. Like I said, you can see the shift actually much more than I thought swatching them. And I think probably putting down that NYX glitter primer helped a lot as well. And the one in my inner corner is very bright. Like you can definitely see the shift. It's very, very bright. So I love that. All right, now I'm gonna send you off to look number 2. Good morning, everyone. It is bright and early, and we are gonna do another look with the Siren Sunset palette. I wanna do something a little more neutral today, which is what I told you yesterday. So let's dive right in, literally. I have already primed my eyes, of course, and we're gonna go into the shade Starfish, which actually is a little more like pinky taupe, leaning more neutral, and I'm just gonna place that through the crease. All right, now we're gonna go in with the shade Low Tide. I don't know how much more depth we're gonna get from it, but let's give it a shot. I'm getting more depth from it. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of Currant, that deep, cool toned brown, and place it in my very outer corner. I wanna use one of just the standard shimmers, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX glitter primer first, then I'll go in with the shade Siren Song, and I'm more gonna just like tap it. I don't know if I want it to be like fully opaque. Let's give it a shot. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Really pretty. All right, let's finish up the lower lash line together. I'm gonna take a flat definer brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Currant and just push that up against my lower lash line. All right, next I'm gonna go into the shade Low Tide with a pencil brush and blend that out. And then lastly, I'm gonna go into the shade Starfish with a little fluffy blending brush and blend that out. In my waterline, I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta Precision Gel Liner in the shade Cream. I do love me a matte inner corner, so we're gonna see if this shade Shell is bright enough for my inner corner. Yes, that will work. Yep. I love this look. And I put on the Sailor Liquid Lipstick. Freaking gorgeous. Love this color. And I used the Unearthly Cosmetics lip liner in Cafe, and it literally matches perfect. So love that. Love this. I'm gonna be staring at myself all day. So let me give you my first impression thoughts on this. This is not a review, as I've said before, I think, probably. But I will say, let me tell you things I like about this. Love the packaging, as I've already said. I do love the fact that this is really half neutral, half colorful. For me, that is my favorite type of palette, where I can get a neutral look, a couple of different neutral looks, but I can also pull in some color if I want to. Now, blue is not my favorite color, but I did enjoy the look that I did yesterday using that blue matte, so I'm not mad at it, but you've got some greens, purples. I love purples. So I enjoy the pops of color in here, and I do appreciate the amount of neutrals that you're getting. And I do like that it's cool tone, but it's not gray. So you're still getting like cool tone browns and stuff, which is nice. I like that. And the formula of these shadows is good. I feel like it's good. Like the mattes worked well. There was no problems. The shimmers, I love that there's like different types of shimmers. There's some iridescent multichromes. There's some regular multichromes. There's some standard shimmers, which I always love having as well for more like an everyday neutral look like this. I do like also that there are deep mattes, there are light mattes. So I have an inner corner highlight with that matte that I can use with any look that I create with this palette. So yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna continue using this and letting you know my final thoughts in a palette ranking in the future. I don't have my final thoughts yet, but now I wanna hear from you. Did you pick this up? What do you think about it? What do you think about my looks? Be nice. Yeah, just let me know any thoughts that you may have because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.